Atamaria. Yo, it's dark times for your girl today. It's 10 to 1. I just had a shower maybe 20 minutes ago. Come to the shop so that I can buy cat food because my cats are fucking me up. But it's hot today in Brisbane. Like, it feels like fucking spring is in the air. So it's funny. This is funny as I stepped out. Like, it makes a hangover just like hurt that little bit more when the sun fucking pierces your forehead when you step outside. It's like, one, it's the heat is fucking hot, but two, it's like being in it is gonna make you more sick when typically a beautiful last day should be enjoyed. Not today. Your girl is struggling. But yeah, it's not that exciting. I'm gonna go into Woolies now and get my cat food, and yeah, let's see how today goes. I haven't recorded all day, but we're leaving. And there's a little point-sized moon. Moon? No moon. Let's go. Atamaria. Wow, what a bizarre angle. Where is the camera? There. Okay, I feel like if I look there, then it might look more like I'm talking to you. Let's fix this stuff up. Love this for me. My phone is resting on my shoe that is angled on the back of my, what is this called? My steering wheel. Good morning. I don't think I really recorded anything yesterday. I was hungover as fuck, and I haven't been hungover in a second. And even in saying that, it wasn't like out of 10, it was a 5. Yeah, it was a 5. But the thing is because I don't ever have hangovers, well, then a 5 is fucking 5 more worses than what I usually feel every morning. So yeah, yesterday was tough on the T-nana. Fucking hell. Oh, I can even feel the pain in my head and my neck right now. Phantom pain. But damn, had such a good night at Kingi Tuheitia, the Koroneihana for Turanga Waiwai. I feel like there's so much to unpack, but I need to go and write some stuff down so that it's like fresh on the tip of my tongue, so that I'm not just rambling. But it was such a good night. It was, how do I explain it? It's my Waikato Tainui people and how they've always been about the kaupapa. That's what felt so good about being in that room on Saturday night. It felt like I was in a room with other Māori in Piripane who are about the kaupapa of being Waikato Tainui Māori. Yeah, that kaupapa. The essence was in the room. Our tupuna were in the room. To be able to sit in a space knowing the potentiality of that gathering, yeah, makes me excited. So that's what I mean about I feel like I want to go and write some stuff down, because I got to meet a couple of cool people, got to have really good kōrero, and I guess just even explore what it means to be about the kaupapa here in Piripane, here in Brisbane, here in Ahitereiria, coming from this Waikato Tainui wahine Māori. What does that look like in this space? What is the tikanga and the kawa that's required? Who has already gone forth? What wisdom can they provide? Catch up with one of my friends today on Zoe. Today is officially, I think, because I haven't talked to my friend that we're doing this 100 Days of Healing with, but today is day 1 of 100 Days of Healing. And today for me, that looks like vision and cleanse. I want to make a vision board, whether that's writing it down as well as Pinterest, as well as day one. Cheers. Aw, I thought I would try and record these two munchkins at the same time, but Socks would not have it that way. Hannah! Man, how cute's my cat, right? Ah, she's a beautiful lady. So, our life is spent adjusting around them and making moves so that I can keep them and accommodate them. And that's all. Kiaora. I haven't recorded like at all. I don't really think much today. Here's my cat. And my son is having a joyful time in the shower. So as I'm like listening to him sing to himself, listen to my hair. What am I even saying, guys? Something for my friend and I to have for ourselves, whether I'm going to speak it into a microphone and then send her the recording, or I'm just going to write the words and then we're both going to say those words in our own time. But I think we're going to do both. And then I'm going to, actually, I don't want to talk about it yet because I want to go into my own time and space to unpack that. But maybe I'll talk about what that is, going into my own time and space to unpack it. So I know the power of my words. I know the power of everyone's words. I know the power of words. I am mindful of how I understand words, and I do think that I have a craft at eloquently tying words together, but not only just so that they can be eloquent or so that they can sound good, but I know that I know how to bring words together to bring forth healing for someone. I also know, or just, what's the words I want to say? I understand tikanga, and it is like inherent in me that safety would be important. Because, why do I say that? I say that because for me, I'm not fucking around with no hocus pocus shit, whatever that means. But I know that the hocus pocus shit is 100 real. I also know that within Te Ao Māori, I know the motoi is real. Whether that is conscious or unconscious, or conscious or subconscious, like whether you know that information yet or not, if you're Māori, between your rehu and your whare tangata is your motoi, and it's the space, so like anything that comes in, and so that's whakaro Pākehā and whakaro Māori, Te Ao Māori, but anything that goes in the rehu grows. It's a seed. It's that space is open there, and whatever goes in grows. And so we have to go within our mortoi to pluck that out, whatever that is again. Here I am saying I'm like eloquent with my words and I know how to string them together, but I'm being vague. I'm not being vague on purpose. I feel like I'm practicing talking, but I'm mindful that I don't have all the information to say right now, so I don't even want to, yeah. But maybe even that's a part of the deconditioning. Oh, that's something I could talk about. I'm just going to fucking pivot. But one of the measures, well, not one of, but I feel like within this 100 days of healing, what even is going to measure this 100 days of healing? You know, what is going to be the marker to say at day 20, day 40, day 80, day 100, oh, I am healed. And I don't know the answer to that yet. I do like this space because even within the documentation of it, I will be able to reflect and see what it is or how it is I've healed. But also within saying that, it's worth finding what it is I want to heal and being specific. So yeah, I'm going to have to get specific tomorrow, but I know that one of the things or one of the measures or one of the internal encouragements for myself is the deconditioning and the healing of my colonized human. Yeah. And I feel like there's so much to unpack in that. Oh, here, I'll push pause. Atamari e whānau. I actually think I didn't record not one thing yesterday. Fuck, man, I ended up with a migraine yesterday. So welcome to Wednesday, post-migraine hangover, post fucking trying to navigate what it is that my head is holding on to too much of, what unforgiveness is going on. And in saying that, I think that is what I think I've landed on in what this fucking migraine was. That there's unforgiveness in my body, but also there is a tendency for me to listen to the voice of pressure perceived from someone else than I do listening to my own internal voice. And how can I explain that a little bit? Yesterday, I got my coffee, I got home, I decided like kind of how I wanted my morning. And then I text a friend back from the day before, and then she asked me if I wanted to come with her somewhere. And then just in the heat of the moment, I go, yeah, sure. And then she was at my house 5 minutes later. So it was like this quick outplay of like invite, exception, you know, I'm on my way. But then what happened is like my body was like, like you're not fed enough, you're not rested enough, you've got, for whatever reason, I walk into this first shop and fuck, man, like light squigglies go on my eyes and I'm like, fuck, I gotta get out, I gotta go home, I'm getting a migraine. So I ended up getting some juice and it didn't come straight away. And then we went to an op shop and then we came home. But yeah, it's been like a black hole of nothing then since like 1 o'clock yesterday to this morning of just, I mean, if you're someone who gets migraines, you would know you're like either navigating the pain or trying to like do something normal to see if you're back to normal, but you're not. And then whilst navigating the hangover, I call it, the aftermath, your thoughts are really confused, and yeah, it's a whole ass process. So this is the first time I've like fucking opened my mouth since yesterday, because my son stayed at his grandparents last night. Actually, it's not the first time, but even just like stress that I might have put on my own body, like 'cause today I had to take my cats to go and get desexed, as well as I'm working this weekend and I am short on staff. So yeah, I think like I am, instead of getting it out and talking about it, I'm like internalizing it, and my body is like, I think the fuck not. I think the fuck not. I think if we're gonna be fucking healing, well then, girlfriend, we're gonna shock your body into pain so to make you talk about it. Such is life. Such is my own narrative and my own facado on what healing is. And for me, it is to be able to speak a narrative, to be able to speak change to a narrative. And getting caught up in the whirlwind of an invite and not listening to my body is not a change of narrative. That is actually a repeat of a narrative that I know and that I have been this sick before. So just because it's like all things that glitter don't shine. Act like I fucking know what the saying is, but yeah, anyway. Happy Wednesday, gonna go get coffee. Just picked up my kittens. Two little cone little kittens in there. But as I'm driving home, I've been just thinking about the last, say, 72 hours. And when I think about healing and unpacking the narrative, for me, that healing is being able to talk about something. I think mind, body, and soul, what I'm starting to kind of find that I want to express about what healing means to me. For me, right, it's not necessarily someone touch me here, I'll be healed. For me, it's words. It's the receiving, it's the listening, it's the speaking, it's the whole circle of life and process of being able to articulate words. That is how I find healing, whether it's giving myself information, so I've got more information to understand my experience, so then I can try and find a narrative in between to find the healing for me. Or whether it is, reframing how I once thought about something and now either challenging myself to rethink on said topic, or the information's changed, so I've got to upgrade my narrative. But I think there's healing in that. There's healing in admitting when you were blind to something. There's healing in admitting that because of mama that was in certain parts of your body, you couldn't navigate that conversation. There's the whole ongoing corridor of our life is either the partaking in fucking traumatizing of your own life, or the partaking in unpacking that healing for yourself and deciding what healing means for you. What is healing and what does it mean for you? Yeah, to be continued.